Hi Taurus, welcome back to Tarot Wisdom. Glad you stopped by again. For those who are returning, welcome. For those who have subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it very much. And those new to the channel, I hope you will be subscribing also, and that there is something for you here to be found or learned. I also invite you all to look at your rising sign and moon sign, because if your sun sign doesn't hit, sometimes the rising and moon sign will make more sense. And you know, as always, you can cross watch other signs as far as the significant others. So like I said, this is for Taurus starting May 19th through the 26th. So I just got finished doing Aries, and it looked like this happens to be a love reading too for you guys, but I did Aries and theirs was like a love reading, but it was on a different path. With you guys, the overall energy for the week is the Two of Cups. Two of Chalices is called here, if you can see it. So that's the overall energy. Now, when you have the Lovers, which is a major arcana, it shows two people and an angel. So it's almost like it's destined. Now, when you have the Two of Cups, it's like a lower, it's a lower card to the major arcana where it's a blessed union. This is almost, I wouldn't call it lower. The Two of Cups is saying, okay, I made the commitment, I'm going to be with this person. It's almost like in the other tarot decks, it's two people facing each other with two cups in their hand. So in the major arcana, the Lovers, it's almost like it's being presented to them as an angel or a heavenly figure presenting love to them. And in the Two of Cups, like what you got for the overall meaning of this week, it's almost like you're saying, okay, you're sealing the deal. This was, we all have free will. And just because the universe, God, who I call him, the creator, just because the creator says, these two are to be together, we have free will. So it looks like you guys made you made a choice to be with someone. The next card you have is the Hangman, which is also a major arcana card, if you can see that. And then you guys have the Three of Pentacles, that's earth sign coming through, which you guys are of the earth. And then we have the Nine of Cups, or Nine of Chalices in this deck. So basically it looks like you guys, if we're going to do this towards a love reading, and I think it is because there's so many cups in there, this week it looks like you are in a waiting phase with the Hangman coming up right here. That's usually waiting. Okay, waiting. It also can stand for changing your perspective. If you're coupled, changing your perspective of how you guys can work together. Three of Pentacles, that's, like the materialistic foundation. It could be a business, any type of partnership. So being as though it came under the Two of Chalices, is telling me that this is what you guys are desiring. This is what you guys are waiting for. Whether you communicated this with someone or you're waiting for their answer as far as taking another step within, like a soulmate, if you want to call it a soulmate, you want to work together. And the Three of Pentacles is basically, coming together with ideas, forming a solid ground. so that you have something to stand on. And another thing about the Three of Pentacles is, you notice it's 3. Now, if it was the Two of Pentacles and you compare it to an inanimate object like a table, it wouldn't stand with 2 legs. With 3 legs, it's the start. You can have a table with 3 legs. So it's a good start of working together. And I think you guys know that, because it ends up with the 9 of Chalices, which is the 9 of Cups. And that is just emotional happiness. It's emotional happiness. So it looks like you guys are already in a relationship, or I'm speaking to the ones who are already in a relationship, because of that Two of Cups that came out. So it looks like you're just waiting to not solidify the relationship, but you're kind of waiting on the other person to see if they're going to make certain moves so that the relationship will be grounded. And like I said, this is so similar to Aries relationship. So maybe that's just the energy of the air, especially with this full moon. The full moon was in like Scorpio. It's changing to Sagittarius at around 1 a.m. Tomorrow, the 19th. So yeah, it looks like you guys are basically in the waiting hold, or you're looking at things different. You're looking at things different, because the Hangman is about enlightenment. So if you're looking at things different, so that you and your other half, your partner, can work together. You know, just think of a three-legged table. It stands firm. You know, it doesn't always have to have 4 legs, but this is the materialistic coming into view. And emotionally, you will be really satisfied. I mean, like the 10 of Cups is just out of this world, and you're at the 9 of Cups. So that's the outcome. So, let's see. It can also go for a job. Like I said, I think this is a love reading. But it can also go with a job with the 2 of Cups. Maybe you recently had an interview, or it was something emotional to you that you connected with. Something that emotionally you knew you were going to be happy with it. So maybe you got a new job that paired up perfectly. Maybe you just went on the interview, and now with the Hangman, you're waiting to see, you know, if you got the job, you know. And it looks like if you have been going on interviews, it looks like you're going to get the job. Because, like I said, the 3 of Pentacles is people working together. So someone, you know, sees your value and may hire you because that 9 of Chalices is out. So the outcome is emotional happiness. So that, you know, that really sounds good. And like I said, I did it for the love, and then I did it for the career. So either way, it looks like you're going to come out on top. It's just, with this Hangman, it's just going to be a little waiting period. You know, waiting period can be a day, 3 days, 2 days. You might have already heard from them, but you're going to hear from a job soon saying that you did get it. They want you to be a part of their organization, and you will be emotionally fulfilled because of it. Or like I said, if it's a relationship, you're waiting on your partner for the 2 of you to come together and build something more stable. Maybe you 2 want to go into business together. It can be anything like that. A business together. It could be marriage, but I don't see a marriage card, because some of you could already be married. So maybe you're just waiting to see what the next step is going to be in your foundation, because as an earth sign, Taurus is all about foundation. And when you have a solid foundation and feel secure, that does bring on an enormous amount of emotional happiness for you guys. So yeah, I hope that was understandable because I kind of went back and forth with that. So normal, I don't shuffle on camera because it takes a lot of time. So I'm going to pick an oracle card for you guys from the Isis Oracle deck, and I'll read the first paragraph to it. Also, I'm going to get some more oracle cards because I hadn't read with oracle cards. I mainly read with like tarot cards. So maybe I'll pick out. Maybe the card will come out to tie into this reading, and just give you some general advice or directions, because you Taurus people, you basically know what you want, and that's what came out in the reading. It just may be a little weight. And like I said, this reading is for the 19th through the 26th, but I won't post another weekly until next month, because I'm going to be getting ready for you guys June monthly reading really soon. So I'm just shuffling up these oracle cards, and I'm going to read from the book what it meant. Whatever card comes out, I will read it to you. So forgive my stammering over words and stuff. When I feel like I'm on display, I tend to stutter a little bit sometimes. But let's see what oracle cards come out and see how it ties in, because it looks good. And waiting, you guys, Tauruses, I know that you are pretty much patient with things like that. And I'm not talking about, like when you get upset because things are, but you do ride or die is the word. You give me a second. I'm waiting for this oracle card to pop out. You guys have that stick-to-itness, so waiting is really not a problem with you, especially with that Two of Cups, because you have something. You found something, whether it be a soulmate or whether it be the perfect situation in your mind, the perfect job, a perfect move, but it's something that really melds well with you. So hopefully it is love, because it ends with the nine of chalices. I'm still shuffling, guys. Like I said, this is why I shuffle off camera, because I like to concentrate. So let's see. We'll give it a few more shuffles and see what happens. But I'm really enjoying my time giving you guys my words of wisdom through the cards. And I'm hoping that, it's helping some people in any way. Oh, here we go. It came out. Now you guys have Lady of the Stars. Let me see if I can get Lady of the Stars is what came out for you guys. So I'm going to read this oracle card and the definition rather, and see how it ties in. Give me 1 second. Thanks for bearing with me, Taurus. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love. There we go, so it's tying in. A star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. It brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. Lady of the Stars is also empowerment of all other oracles in the deck. She tells you to pay attention because something significant is taking place right now. And yeah, okay, so you guys did see me. Well, you didn't see me, but you heard me shuffling. So this does tie in. I mean, when they said that it's a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration, that right there was your two of cups. So it does tie in. So you know what, guys? I want you to have faith. And if you have to be patient, you know, just roll with it. From here until from the 19th to the end of the month, we'll see what happens. And you know, I'm interested in knowing what happens with you guys. I hope, you know, like I say to everyone, that it's for your highest good. So if you are a couple and you're waiting to see either what the next step is going to be, or if you guys are going to start a business venture together, or grow your money together, or figure out ways, you know, like retirement. Some of you guys may be almost close to retirement, so you're trying to, you know, wait on your partner, you know, to see basically, you know, what it is. Or you're going to get that job offer, and it could be within this next 2 weeks. If you have been putting out your resumes and applying and everything. And the end result, like I said, is the 9 of Chalices. So yeah, that was a pretty good reading. So Taurus, I'm going to talk to you for your June readings. And like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. You can also check your rising and moon signs, because it may reflect something different. Like if you didn't get a meaning out of this one, which I'm sure a lot of people will, check your moon in your rising, and it may give you more detail. Because out of those 3, well, we all have 12 houses and all that stuff, but out of your sun, your moon, and your rising, that's pretty significant. So sometimes you could be working off your sun sign, sometimes you could be working off your ascendant or rising sign, and then other times you could be working on it off of your moon sign. So you know, check out your moon and rising, and it may be of service to you. You know, Taurus, thanks for your time. I'll see you guys in June, and I wish you all a great end of the month of May. Take care.